How are we doing, folks? It's been a little while since I did an upload, and kind of having a little bit of technical difficulties with things, and been a little bit preoccupied with a lot going on. So, anyways, just wanted to do a review on the Makita LXT platform. And a while back, I wasn't too keen on cordless stuff back in the, you might say, late 90s, early 2000s. Had a couple sets, and none of the batteries ever lasted long at all. And, in terms of battery life itself, but also how long the tool actually lasts on a full charge. It was just pathetic. So for a long time there, I was really just hesitant to get into another, cordless type platform. And when I moved up to this house here, I know I needed to get something a little bit more versatile and something that I could expand on. So I started looking at things that, you can easily get lots and lots of different tools for, and then started looking around at prices. And of course, everybody does a little review, so I looked at some reviews. Ended up looking and getting into this LXT platform for a couple of reasons, but mainly it was the best bang for the buck that I could possibly get on anything else. Originally, I was kind of wanting to get into the Milwaukee platform because I've used a lot of Milwaukees in the past and always had great luck. But found this kit on Home Depot, and one thing that I liked about it, did have a hard case. A lot of the ones are coming with soft cases, and I'm not a fan of the soft cases, or tool bags, you might say, that they come with these days. This was an XT269M, and came with several tools as well as that. And it had it was on a special buy at Home Depot, and they had a extra 5-amp battery in there, which obviously I've not even used, and it came with 2 4-amp hour batteries. So for the money, this, I think I paid, I want to say it was $279 for this kit. So you got the cordless hammer drill with the 4-amp, 5-amp battery, another 4-amp battery, a DC-18 RC charger, and last but not least, you also got a impact. And this model is a XDT13. There it is. XDT13. And the drill itself, like I said, it is the hammer drill one, so that works nice, and kind of versatile. But there you have the XPH, I focused a second ago, XPH 12. Now as far as other things that I've picked up along the way has been this cordless light, and I cannot rant and rave more about this cordless light. This thing is great, and practically any long road trip now, I'll bring it with me. It's just great working on vehicles, anything, anywhere. Has a really good, clean, clear light, so you can see any of those kind of anything like a defect that you might not see in normal lighting if you're trying to do some type of detail work. And it's not an overly blinding light, believe it or not, when you actually just are looking into it, but it provides phenomenal lighting. And the nice thing about this too is this top head pivots 180 degrees forward and back, and then this guy also folds over. Now, the one thing about this I do not like is that I was using it for some drywall sanding, and I got lots of drywall dust down in this joint, and now this thing is a really big pain to fold up. It is just stiff, so I think I need to go in, pop these 3 screws out, and clean it out, and hopefully it frees itself up. I mean, you can still fold it, it's just really, really tough to do. It's got 2 settings, and with the 4-amp hour battery on there, that thing will easily run, I would say it's more than 8 hours. So it's just fantastic in cold weather as well. I mean, the cold does not seem to impact the batteries at all with this platform. Now this guy here, I have used it in the hammer drill function, but it doesn't seem to do that great. I mean, if it's all you had, it'd be all right and you could get by with it. But you know, I was drilling for about 20 minutes into some concrete, and finally I just gave up and went and got the corded Milwaukee and was done with it in about 30 seconds. So now as a drill function, this thing is awesome. It's a nice compact size. You can get it into tight areas, which is awesome. I've dropped this thing 12 feet up in the air onto hard dirt about 3 times, and still runs, and everything's just like new. Can't tell that there's any issues with it. There is starting to get a little bit of slop and play and run out in this head, but it doesn't seem to do anything, and I would honestly, it may have been there from the beginning. All the batteries do have your battery indicating level, which is great. I do wish that this light had a tool belt type clip, kind of like you've got on the drill. And it's the exact same base, so I'm just surprised they don't have that on there. Now, as far as the, you know, accessories that you also want to get whenever you need a drill, right? These bits have held up phenomenally. These Makita bits, I've ran some Milwaukee bits. There's one there. From the impact driver when I was throwing in all the screws to the deck, and they just did not last at all. They were stripping out and just was not good. So here, the Makita ones seem to last far, far longer, which surprised me. So now I'm actually a believer in these Makita driving bits. Seem to be of a good, strong metal that holds up. No, what else here? Charging is quick. Nothing really to say about the charger. It works. It's good. The impact driver, nice compact size. Once again, for tight areas is nice. Rips and roars. I screwed in over 800 deck screws into Trex decking with this thing, and it didn't even use half a battery a charge. So yeah, I can't say enough good about that. Don't use it a lot, but it is nice to have. And of course, you can fit in the case, you can fit your impact, your drill with the battery on. Your charger fits right down in there. And so that's kind of how it comes. But yeah, so I guess overall I would definitely recommend the Makita LXT platforms, and yeah, just couldn't be more impressed with the battery life and overall durability over the last couple years doing all the projects I've done here at the house. So I guess that's what I got for you guys, and hopefully somebody might find this thing helpful and mildly amusing, more than likely. So have a good evening, and chat with you guys all soon. Hopefully I'll be able to get some much better camera gear here within the next month or two, and then really start cranking out and do some videos, more truck related content from then on. So take it easy.